Hello and welcome to the Wildcast, where we dive deep into the natural world, one majestic creature at a time. I'm your host, Saurav, and today's episode is all about a true king of the animal kingdom, the lion. From their powerful roar to their role in the ecosystem, we're going to explore what makes lions so fascinating and why they remain a symbol of strength and royalty around the world. Lions, scientifically known as Panthera leo, are large carnivorous mammals belonging to the big cat family. Unlike most cats, lions are social animals, living in groups called prides. A typical pride consists of several lionesses, their cubs, and a few dominant males. Native to parts of Africa and a small region of India, lions prefer savannas, grasslands, and open woodlands. They're known for their muscular build, golden fur, and of course, the impressive manes that adorn the males. But what makes the lion the so-called king of the jungle? Even though they don't live in jungles, it's their dominance in the ecosystem. Lions are apex predators, which means they sit at the top of the food chain. They hunt large herbivores like zebras, wildebeests, and buffaloes, helping maintain a healthy balance in the ecosystem. Interestingly, it's the lionesses who do most of the hunting. Males usually patrol the territory and protect the pride from intruders or rival males. One of the most iconic things about lions is their roar. Did you know a lion's roar can be heard from as far as 5 miles, 8 kilometers away? It's one of the loudest calls in the animal world. Roaring helps lions communicate with their pride, mark territory, and ward off rivals. Each lion's roar is unique, like a vocal fingerprint. Lion cubs are born blind and rely heavily on their mothers for survival. The pride plays a major role in raising the young. Cubs are often seen playing, chasing, pouncing, and wrestling. This play is not just fun. It's training for their future as hunters. Despite this cooperative nature, survival isn't easy. Less than half of lion cubs make it to adulthood due to predation, starvation, or rival males taking over a pride. Today, lions face serious threats. Habitat loss, human-wildlife conflict, and poaching have all led to a drastic decline in their numbers. According to the IUCN, lions are now considered vulnerable. In fact, African lion populations have declined by over 40% in just a few decades. Conservation groups and governments are working together to protect lions through protected areas, anti-poaching efforts, and awareness campaigns. A lion's heart and lungs are large, giving them short bursts of intense speed, up to 50 miles per hour, 80 kilometers per hour, but only for a few seconds. The mane of a male lion grows darker and fuller with age and health. It's also a sign of strength and virility, which attracts lionesses. Lions can sleep up to 20 hours a day, conserving energy for hunting or patrolling territory. The famous tail tuft at the end of a lion's tail is unique among big cats and helps with communication. Asiatic lions, found only in the Gir forest of Gujarat, India, are smaller and have shorter manes than African lions. They're critically endangered, with just over 600 individuals alive today. In ancient cultures, lions symbolize power, bravery, and even divinity. Statues and carvings of lions appear in Egyptian temples, Indian architecture, and medieval European castles. From the savannas of Africa to the pages of history and mythology, lions have roared their way into our hearts and stories. They represent courage, leadership, and power, but they also need our protection. Thanks for joining me on this wild journey into the life of the lion. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with fellow wildlife lovers. Until next time, this is Saurav, signing off from the Wildcast. Stay wild. Hello and welcome to Wild Whispers, the podcast that dives deep into the wonders of the animal kingdom, one species at a time. I'm your host, Saurav, and today we're waddling into the icy world of one of the most charismatic and beloved creatures on the planet, the penguin. Whether you're fascinated by their tuxedo-like appearance, their quirky behavior, or their epic survival stories in some of Earth's harshest climates, this episode is for you. So zip up your parka, grab a cup of something warm, and let's begin this chilly yet heartwarming journey. Penguins are flightless birds, but don't let that fool you. They are elite swimmers, extraordinary parents, and masters of adaptation. There are 18 different species of penguins, from the towering emperor penguin of Antarctica to the tiny little blue penguin found along the coasts of Australia and New Zealand. Though most of us associate penguins with snow and ice, not all penguins live in cold climates. In fact, several species live in temperate or even tropical regions, like the Galapagos penguin, which lives near the equator. But whether they're braving blizzards or basking on rocky shores, one thing remains constant. Penguins are fascinating survivors. Now, let's talk about penguins' superpower, their swimming ability. Unlike most birds, penguins have solid bones, which make them less buoyant and perfect for diving. Their wings evolved into flippers, allowing them to fly through water at speeds of up to 15 kilometers per hour, twisting and turning with incredible agility. Some species, like the emperor penguin, can dive to depths of over 500 meters and stay underwater for more than 20 minutes. Just imagine holding your breath for that long in freezing water. And what do they hunt down there? Mainly fish, squid, and krill, a seafood diet that fuels their high-energy lifestyles. Penguins aren't just swimmers, they're also dedicated parents. Let's take a closer look at their family life, especially in the case of the emperor penguin, whose breeding cycle is nothing short of epic. These majestic birds breed during the Antarctic winter, when temperatures can plummet to minus 60 degrees Celsius. After the female lays a single egg, she transfers it carefully to the male, who balances it on his feet and covers it with a flap of skin called a brood pouch. Then, get this, she leaves for the sea to feed. The male, he stays put for 2 months, without eating, in complete darkness, huddling together with thousands of other males. He protects that egg with everything he's got. And when the female finally returns, often guided by calls that are unique to each pair, they switch duties. She feeds the chick with regurgitated food, and he goes to the sea to eat. This level of cooperation and resilience is nothing short of extraordinary. While emperor penguins rule the Antarctic ice, other species have carved out niches across the southern hemisphere. The king penguin, a slightly smaller cousin of the emperor, can be found in subantarctic islands like South Georgia. The African penguin, also known as the jackass penguin because of its donkey-like bray, lives along the coasts of South Africa. The Magellanic penguin makes its home in South America, nesting in burrows along the coastlines of Argentina and Chile. And don't forget the quirky rockhopper penguin, sporting wild yellow eyebrows and a punk rock attitude. Despite the distances, all penguins share common features: waterproof feathers, incredible social behaviors, and a reliance on the ocean for food. Sadly, our black and white friends are under increasing threat. Climate change, overfishing, and pollution are endangering penguin habitats and food sources. Melting ice affects breeding grounds. Rising ocean temperatures shift fish populations. Oil spills and plastic pollution pose deadly threats. So what have we learned today? Penguins may not fly through the skies, but they soar through the oceans. They're not just cute, they're tough, intelligent, and adaptable. They've been around for millions of years, surviving volcanic eruptions, ice ages, and predators. But now they face challenges they've never seen before caused by us. So the next time you see a penguin, on a nature show, in a book, or even in a zoo, remember, behind those gentle eyes is a story of survival, devotion, and harmony with nature. Let's do our part to make sure their story continues for generations to come. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Wild Whispers. If you enjoyed our journey into the world of penguins, please leave a review, share it with your fellow nature lovers, and subscribe for more episodes. Next time, we'll be diving into the eerie world of deep-sea creatures. You won't want to miss it. Until then, stay curious, stay kind, and keep listening. Welcome back to Wild Wonders, the show where we explore the planet's most fascinating creatures, big or small, famous or hidden. Today, we're traveling to the lush, emerald islands of the Philippines, where, in the quiet of the rainforest, A pair of enormous golden brown eyes are watching you from the shadows. Meet the Philippine tarsier, one of the smallest primates in the world, and one of the most mysterious. Imagine a creature small enough to fit in your hand, with eyes each bigger than its brain. No, this isn't a character from a fantasy novel. It's real. The Philippine tarsier measures only about 4 to 6 inches tall, with a long, slender tail that can be longer than its body. Its giant, forward-facing eyes are perfectly designed for its life as a nocturnal hunter. Tarsiers are sometimes called living fossils. Their lineage dates back more than 45 million years, older than most modern primates. Despite their tiny size, they share some of our human primate traits, but they also have unique adaptations you won't find anywhere else. Those oversized eyes, they give the tarsier exceptional night vision. And unlike most mammals, its eyes are fixed in place. It can't move them in their sockets. Instead, it swivels its head almost 180 degrees, like an owl, to scan the forest for insects, lizards, and even small birds. And here's the kicker, the tarsier is a leaping master. With powerful hind legs, it can spring more than 40 times its body length in a single jump. That's like a human leaping over a basketball court in one bound. Sadly, the Philippine tarsier is endangered. Deforestation, habitat loss, and even human disturbance have pushed this species to the brink. Stress from captivity can even be fatal for them, which is why tarsiers are best observed in the wild or in well-managed sanctuaries like the Philippine Tarsier and Wildlife Sanctuary in Bohol. Imagine a creature small enough to fit in your hand, with eyes each bigger than its brain. No, this isn't a character from a fantasy novel. It's real. The Philippine tarsier measures only about 4 to 6 inches tall, with a long, slender tail that can be longer than its body. Its giant, forward-facing eyes are perfectly designed for its life as a nocturnal hunter. The fur is soft and velvety, colored in shades of brown or gray to blend seamlessly with the tree bark. And despite their cute appearance, these are skilled predators of the night. Tarsiers are sometimes called living fossils. Their lineage dates back more than 45 million years, older than most modern primates. Fossil evidence shows that their ancestors once roamed parts of Europe, North America, and Asia. But today, the Philippine tarsier survives only in a few islands: Bohol, Leyte, Samar, and Mindanao. In the Philippines, the tarsier is more than just an animal. It's a symbol of uniqueness and national pride. Local legends sometimes call it Maumag or Mamag, and in some folk stories, its watchful eyes are said to protect the forest at night. The Philippine tarsier reminds us that wonder often comes in the smallest packages. Protecting them means preserving not just a species, but a piece of Earth's ancient story. Next time you find yourself in the Philippines, listen closely in the quiet hours of the night. You might just feel those curious eyes watching you from the treetops. Hello and welcome to Ocean Whispers, the podcast where we dive deep into the mysteries of the sea, one amazing creature at a time. I'm Saurav, and today we're riding the waves with one of the most beloved marine mammals in the world, the dolphin. These playful, intelligent creatures have captured the hearts of humans for centuries. But what makes them so special? Let's find out. Dolphins are not just fun to watch, they are highly intelligent beings. Their brains are large, complex, and full of surprises. Did you know dolphins can recognize themselves in a mirror? That's a sign of self-awareness, a trait shared with only a few species on Earth, including us. They also have their own form of language with clicks, whistles, and body movements that scientists are still trying to decode. Some even believe they use individual names like a signature whistle to identify each other. Dolphins are incredibly social animals. They live in groups called pods, which can range from a few dolphins to over 1,000 in the wild. They work together to hunt fish, protect their young, and even play games. Yes, play. They've been seen surfing waves, playing with seaweed, and even interacting with other species, including humans. Their social bonds are so strong, they've been known to stay by the side of a sick or injured pod member for hours, even days. Dolphins don't rely on sight alone. They use echolocation, bouncing sound waves off objects to see their environment, even in dark or murky water. It's so precise they can detect the size, shape, and even the internal structure of objects, like a fish hiding under the sand. This built-in sonar system helps them navigate, hunt, and communicate in the vast, blue expanse of the ocean. But all is not playful in the world of dolphins. Pollution, climate change, plastic waste, and fishing nets pose serious threats to their survival. Some dolphin species are even endangered. Dolphins rank among the smartest animals on Earth. Their brain-to-body ratio is second only to humans. They display self-awareness, empathy, problem-solving, and even culture, a trait once thought to be uniquely human. In some populations, dolphins pass down hunting techniques from generation to generation. For example, some bottlenose dolphins in Australia use sponges as tools to protect their snouts while foraging on the seafloor, a learned behavior taught by dolphin mothers to their calves. Dolphins communicate using complex sounds, clicks for echolocation, whistles for contact, and even body slaps and leaps for visual cues. Some scientists believe that dolphins combine these elements to form a structured language, possibly with grammar. What's more, dolphins seem to feel emotions like joy, grief, and playfulness. There are recorded instances of dolphins mourning their dead, and others where they appear to laugh while playing. As humans, we have the power to protect these beautiful beings by supporting marine conservation, reducing ocean pollution, and spreading awareness. So the next time you see a dolphin leaping from the waves, remember, you're looking at a creature that's more than just cute. It's intelligent, social, and deeply connected to the rhythms of the sea. Thanks for tuning in to Ocean Whispers. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to follow, rate, and share the podcast. And join us next time when we explore another secret of the deep blue. Welcome to Wild Whispers, the podcast that dives deep into the natural world to uncover the beauty, mystery, and wonder of Earth's most fascinating creatures. I'm your host, Saurav, and today, we're floating peacefully into the serene waters of the Caribbean, the Gulf of Mexico, and the Amazon basin, to meet one of the ocean's most gentle and misunderstood beings, the manatee. Picture this, a large, gray, slow-moving creature gliding through crystal-clear waters, munching on seagrass like it's a buffet. That's the manatee, a marine mammal also lovingly known as the sea cow. Manatees belong to the order Sirenia, a name that comes from mythological sirens, beautiful sea creatures who lured sailors with their songs. And that's no coincidence. Long ago, sailors reportedly mistook manatees for mermaids during long voyages. Yes, mermaids. Imagine their surprise. There are three main species of manatees: the West Indian manatee, found in Florida and the Caribbean; the Amazonian manatee, living in freshwater rivers; and the West African manatee, residing along the coasts and rivers of Western Africa. Each one is unique, but all share a peaceful, herbivorous lifestyle. Manatees are massive. Adults can grow up to 13 feet long and weigh over 1,300 pounds, but don't let that fool you. They're incredibly gentle, slow swimmers who spend up to 8 hours a day grazing on aquatic plants. They don't have sharp teeth, claws, or any form of defense. Their best protection? Staying out of trouble. They prefer shallow, warm waters and are often found in lagoons, estuaries, and slow-moving rivers. They can hold their breath for up to 20 minutes when resting, but when active, they surface every 3 to 5 minutes for air. And guess what? Despite their size, manatees are surprisingly graceful underwater, doing rolls, flips, and even barrel turns like underwater ballerinas. Manatees may seem quiet, but they communicate using chirps, whistles, and squeaks, especially between mothers and calves. A baby manatee, known as a calf, stays with its mother for up to 2 years, learning how to survive. They are intelligent and curious animals. Studies show they have excellent long-term memory and problem-solving skills. They can even distinguish between colors and patterns. But perhaps what makes them most special is their gentle curiosity. Divers have reported manatees approaching humans, often looking them in the eye, touching them with their flippers, almost as if they're saying, "Hello." Loss of habitat, pollution, and climate change also endanger these peaceful giants. In Florida, Unusual cold snaps and harmful algal blooms have caused tragic die-offs in recent years. But there's hope. Conservation efforts, like speed limits in manatee zones, rescue and rehab programs, and protected sanctuaries, have made a real difference. And you can help too. Respect manatee zones when boating, support clean water initiatives, and share their story because awareness is the first step to protection. The manatee teaches us an important lesson. Strength doesn't always roar. It can move quietly through the water, leaving only ripples behind. In a world moving so fast, the manatee reminds us to slow down, breathe deeply, and live with gentle grace. Thank you for joining me on this serene journey. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to subscribe to Wild Whispers, share it with a friend, and tune in next week as we explore the secret life of coral reefs. Until then, stay curious, stay kind, and keep listening to the wild whispers of the world. Welcome to Legends Unmasked, where stories are more than words. They're living, breathing legends. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Today, we journey deep into the Wakandan jungle, into the sacred heart of nature, where the wind whispers secrets and the shadows belong to a king. This is the story of the Black Panther. Not in the palace, not on the battlefield, but in the wild, where instincts, legacy, and the spirit of the panther collide. In the heart of Wakanda, away from the vibranium mines and golden cities, lies a dense jungle, untouched, unspoiled, and sacred. This jungle is more than trees and vines. It's where the trials of kings begin. For generations, every Black Panther has walked these paths, alone, guided only by the spirits of ancestors and the beating of their own heart. T'Challa too came here, not as a ruler, but as a son, a warrior, and a seeker of truth. To become the Black Panther, one must face the jungle, not to conquer it, but to understand it. T'Challa enters barefoot, his senses heightened. Every leaf speaks, every sound tells a story. He isn't just tested in combat, he's tested in spirit. Can he be still enough to hear? Brave enough to kneel? Wise enough to know when not to fight? Here, under the sacred tree where panthers are said to appear at night, T'Challa drinks the essence of the heart-shaped herb, kneels in the earth, and is transported to the ancestral plane. The Black Panther is not just a protector of Wakanda's cities. He is the guardian of its soul. The jungle is alive, and he is part of its rhythm. Where other heroes fly above the world, T'Challa moves within it. Quiet, fast, focused. He knows the language of silence. He trusts his senses. He respects life, all life. Sound. Deep growl of a panther, followed by silence. He doesn't wear a mask to hide. He wears it to become something more, the living embodiment of his ancestors' hopes, and the protector of Wakanda's past, present, and future. The jungle teaches us lessons modern life forgets. Listen more than you speak. Move with purpose, not noise. Power is nothing without restraint. And sometimes, the greatest battle is within. In the wild, there are no spotlights,
No crowds.
just you and your choices. So next time you think of Black Panther, don't just picture the king on the throne. Picture the man in the jungle, alone, alert, humble, and ready. Because before he was a legend, he was a shadow in the trees, a whisper in the leaves, a protector born of the land. This has been Legends Unmasked. I'm Saurav, and this episode was a walk through nature, myth, and legacy. If you felt the heartbeat of the jungle today, share the story, leave a review, and remember, Wakanda forever.